All right, so in this case, this section, guys, from 10 through 16, it's actually most of the new lessons that we have been seeing about composite functions, if they're inverse or not. So starting off in this case with the first one, I want to go ahead and evaluate g of f of -2. So this, once again, is a composite function, which means function within another function. So if we want to go ahead and evaluate this, we're going to go ahead and start off with f of -2, which means that we're starting off with the function f, and we're substituting a -2 wherever we see an x. So f of -2 in this case is going to equal a -2 plus a 2 squared. All right, -2 plus a -2 squared, which in this case would give us a 0 squared, and in that case that would be 0. So f of -2 is 0, right? So this value now is what we're substituting in for g. So g in this case is now going to be g of 0. That's going to be, in this case, 5 times 0 plus a 4. And in this case, g of 0 would equal 4. So the function g of f of -2 is equal to a 4. And that would be our answer. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this next one. This one is actually the same idea in this case, guys, same idea. So then this is going to become f of g of 10. All right, once again, this is just multiplication, but same thing as parentheses there. So then we're going to go ahead and start off first with the g, in this case, g of 10. So then this is going to become g of 10 is equal to 10 squared minus a 10. And in this case, 10 squared is 100 minus a 10, which in this case would give us a 90, right? Now, this 90, we're actually going to end up inputting over here because, once again, it's f of g. So we already found g of 10. Now we need to find f of 90. So from there, it's actually going to be f of 90 now because g of 10 is 90. So then that's going to become f of 90 equals the square root of 10 times a 90. If we multiply these two, 10 times 90 is 900. And if we take the square root in this case of 900, should be in this case 30 maybe? I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Square root of 900, and it is 30. So f of 90 equals 30. Or we can say in this case that the function of f times g of 10 is equal to a 30. And that would be our answer. So once again, these are the composite functions. This is the last chapter we left off on. Now on these ones, in this case, this is the fairly new material where it talks about m and n being inverses. What is the value of m of n of 3, and what is the value of n and of m of -2. Now, in order for us to actually determine if something is an inverse or not, the same number we input, in this case, we're going to be inputting a 3, we should actually be getting the same result. So the input must equal the output in order for them to be inverses. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with that one. I have m of n of 3. All right, so we're starting off with n of 3. So n of 3 equals 9 times 3 plus 4. All right. Now, in this case, 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 4 is going to be 31. All right. So from there, we're going to go ahead and now move on to m of 31. So then that's going to become 31 minus 4 over 9. 31 minus 4 is 27, and 27 over 9 is 3. So our input was 3, and our output is 3. So that is actually a check. This is a check for an inverse. But we actually have to check for both of them to see if they're an inverse. So one of them works, but let's go ahead and check out the other one. In this case, the other one, we are doing n of m of negative 2. So then in this case, m of negative 2 is equal to negative 2 minus a 4 over a 9. That's correct. So then that would give us, in this case, a negative 6 over 9, which in this case simplifies to a negative 2 over 3. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and grab this now, and we're going to go ahead and input it now to n of negative 2 over 3. So then that is going to become, that's going to become 9 times a negative 2 over 3 plus 4. Now, if we multiply this out in this case, that would be a negative 18 over 3 plus 4. Negative 18 over 3 is a negative 6, and negative 6 plus 4 is a negative 2. So then this is our output, and that is our input. So therefore, they're inverses. It's a yes.